Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel, and hi if you're new here, I'm Jade, and today we're just gonna do like a kind of bookish vlog, you know, no pressure, no complete set agendas, but I thought I would just take you along on a little bit of my bookish aspects of my life and what I've been up to. So the reason I'm starting to film this today, and I don't know how long I'm gonna sort of film this for and turn it into a vlog and just do different events, but it's probably gonna be a few weeks until you see this actual clip from when I'm recording it. But the reason I'm recording today is because it is my book club weekend. So I actually have one of my book clubs tonight, which I'm really looking forward to. We read a really cool thriller, but that is gonna be on my wrap up of this month, which will be out way before this video. So if you didn't watch what will be my July wrap up, go back and watch that if you wanted to see what thriller we read for this particular book club. But we're going to a really nice restaurant tonight, so I'm really looking forward to that. But what's really exciting is my other book club, which is on Sunday. I am actually hosting. Pressure. It's pressure because I have not hosted anything at my house since moving to the US. So first off, food-wise, I've been quite lucky. Usually we all sort of make dishes, bring it in, whatever. But they've actually requested a pizza party and we're doing a Christmas in July theme. So I was like, oh, easy, I'll order pizza. But everyone said they wanted cheese pizza. Now, as a Brit, we don't really say cheese pizza. Like we have obviously margarita, which is your kind of more plain cheese. I think it's got like basil on it, you know, your sort of herbs, cheese, tomato sauce. That's your basic pizza. And then I think in my head, I'm like, oh, like the quattro formaggi, you know, like the sort of 4 cheese pizza. But I was like, what does that mean here? They do have a 6 cheese, so I was like, maybe that's what they mean. But I Googled it and it basically said, no, they just mean order like the pizza with the standard cheese that comes on it with like no other toppings. And Americans call British food plain, just saying. I jest. I mean, I love plain food, so this sounds like heaven to me. But I was so confused. But I have figured out that they actually generally want the 6 cheese, which makes more sense. But I had to ask, and I felt so dumb. I feel like everyone else would have just known, and I don't. But I really want to make it a really good time. And like I said, we're going to have like Christmas in July as our theme. So we're actually going to do a book exchange where we will swap books. We'll wrap one. We're going to use books that we just don't really want to keep. So ones we've read, we don't want to keep, and we're going to exchange that way. So it's not like buying new books for each other or anything that's going to, you know, cost people money. This is my choice. And you might think if you watch my videos, this is really cruel because you didn't like this book. However, what I will say is I do actually think it's decent. What I didn't like was it just missed the mark by miles when it really advertises itself as inspired by Labyrinth. So for me, I just had all these expectations, but I do think that some people in my book club might actually really like this book. A lot of them are fantasy dark romance readers, and I feel like this falls right into the genre because I feel like a lot of books that I have sort of got listed to clear out are not going to be so much something they'd like, whereas I actually do think some of them might really like this. So I'm actually being nice. I honestly think that some of them will like this book, so I feel like this is a nice one. It also has got sprayed edges. I think it's quite a nice one to sort of trade, and you know, I'll see what I get. And obviously there will be a clip where I'll show you whatever I got from the exchange. But I do want to decorate a little bit, so I will put in clips of everything I do when I actually do it. But I had to show you this really cute set that I bought. So it's like a little bookish cutlery set, and it has these little cups. Now I must say they're really, really tiny. I'm not sure how much use we're gonna get out of these, but look at the pattern. It's just like these little books. I obviously don't want to take them out the plastic yet, but hopefully you can see, but they're just like this little sort of bookshelf design, and I just thought these are really nice. And again, not something you can see really well in the packaging, but this is a tablecloth with like a bookish pattern. Obviously I will show it to you on the table. I will film a clip unless I run out of time or something crazy on Sunday, but I am going to intend to try and film everything I do for you because I think it's cute, you know. I love watching people when they film going to their book club meetings or, you know, book signings or events like that. So I just thought this would be fun. There's also a banner which spells out book club, which I can hang somewhere. Then you've got all the cutlery. Now I don't know how much use we're going to need for these for pizza, but I do think there's going to be the odd other little things that will have snacks that people will bring and whatnot. So we might get used to these, we might not, but if not, they're here for another day. Then there's these really cool napkins, which are like old sort of library tags with like the sort of due dates of books, and they're all like marked just in the 1970s. I don't know. I think it's cool. And then you got your large and small plates, which just say I love reading. I mean, it's a bit cheesy, but I don't know. I just thought it would be fun. As I've never hosted anything, I've just been, I don't know, excited to do it because since moving to the US, it has been a little bit lonely, and, you know, I finally do have a few friends, but it's not the same, you know. most of the time, if I'm socializing, it is through a club, and I love it. I absolutely love everyone in both of my book clubs, so it's really good for me. But obviously, as a result, I just don't really like have people to my house that often anymore or whatever. So I don't know, it's just really exciting. And then what I was thinking, as we're doing Christmas in July theme, is maybe getting a couple of my Christmas decorations out that are easy to reach. I'm not going through all the boxes now, but I thought I could maybe, if I can get my little mini Christmas tree that I often have in my office out, I was thinking if I can get to that box easy enough, I might set up the mini tree, and then I might use those absolutely terrible Bookish ornaments that I got in that really cheap advent calendar. If you saw me unbox that, you'll know what I'm talking about. If you didn't, well, I wouldn't necessarily recommend it because it was a disappointment. But I was thinking I could decorate with the sort of fake badly printed books, but just as a kind of gimmick, because we're doing Christmas in July, you know, with the present exchange. So yeah, I don't know, I just thought it would be really fun. So I thought I'd check in, tell you my plans, show you some of the decor, and then I will show you as things are sort of setting up for sure for the book club, because yeah, I'm really excited for it. So I was hoping that I had some Christmas paper left, which I do, but it says Joy to the World on it, and there's something about wrapping this book in this that I just don't want to do. But I do have this paper, which I think is technically birthday paper, but I have a bit of this left, and it's starry, so it's kind of Christmassy, right? I mean, it's Christmas in July, so I feel like this will work a little bit better. So yeah, I'm gonna wrap my present. And there we go, it's all nice and wrapped. I say as if I'm good at wrapping. I am not good at wrapping. But yeah, so like people can't see what it is, and basically the plan is it's going to be a bit like, you know, the white elephant thing. I've explained it in my Christmas vlog. If you're British, you're going to be like, what are you talking about? But basically you take a number and then you can pick first out of the gifts that have been left, and obviously try not to get your own. You shouldn't be left with your own, people should swap, whatever. But yeah, and then you can take one, you don't know what's in it. Can be in a bag, wrapped up, whatever, and yeah, and then you take one. Now, in a traditional white elephant, you can then say, rather than, oh, I'm going to, you know, pick from the pile of what's left, you can see one that someone's already unwrapped, that they already have, and you can say, I want that one. However, we don't do that like this in this book club because we don't want to upset each other. Okay, before everyone gets here, I thought I would show you. So I've kind of pulled the sofa and stuff a little bit further away so I could fit this little extra table in. But this is like the fireplace. I got a couple of easy Christmas decorations out that I could display. I'd already bought this book club sign before we were doing like Christmas in July theme, so it's obviously not Christmassy, but it's okay. Then my old table, so I didn't have a spare tablecloth for this one, but I'm like, I don't really care if anyone spills anything, whatever. And then I just put that little horsey as a centerpiece. And then going through here, I've got my sort of bookish tablecloth, which I sort of showed you, but you couldn't really see in the clip before, which I think looks really nice. I just left my usual centerpiece. I mean, I think it has kind of Christmassy vibes. And then up here, I just added this little Christmas carousel, and then here I'm going to display the book we've been reading, but I'm trying to quickly finish it before they arrive. I've nearly finished. And then I put this little Christmas tree thing here, and then as we go through to the kitchen, I did put my little artificial Christmas tree here, and I used all those little books that I got in that cheap advent. Like I said, I think it actually looks really cute. I mean, as long as you don't look up close and see the typos, it actually looks really nice. Like, for the price that advent calendar cost me, it really isn't that bad. And then I've set up this little table. This can be our little gift exchange table because we're doing that swapping books thing. So there's my little one wrapped up, and I brought my little bear out to look after them, hung little candy canes in the window. Ignore the spare chairs, they look a bit messy, but I think I might have slightly more people coming than will fit on those two tables. And then I bought some takeaway coffee mugs that people can use. And then the little bookish cups, honestly, I can't see we're gonna use them. They're so small. And then our little thing set up. I'm obviously gonna put salad in this, but I'm not setting it up yet. I'll do that as I get here. Some cookies, and I think a couple of people are gonna bring some things. And then the pizza will arrive. So yeah, I think that's everything. But I think it looks cute as a quick Christmas in July setup. I'm very happy with it, and yeah, I'm excited. Like, this is my first time hosting. Oh, and while I remember, this is the book that I have got in the exchange. The Only Good Indians by Stephen Graham Jones. I must say, I don't know it, but someone else was saying it's on the TBR and they've heard really good things about it. So yeah, you can always pause, have a little read of this. And yeah, it was a really, really nice time, actually. Okay, sorry, I am just quickly filming on my phone for this little clip, for this little bookish vlog, because my other camera's not charged. And you know, when you're doing like a bookish vlog, sometimes you just want to talk about something in the moment. So as you would have all seen at my amazing time hosting a book club, I did pick up this as my little book exchange book, which I'm really excited to read. This sounds quite good actually and has really good ratings, so I'm intrigued. But I do have a little bit of book mail to share with you. And yes, before you say it, I am on a book buying ban, but I didn't buy these. These were gifts. So the first book I got gifted to me was Gate to Kagoshima by Poppy Kuroki. And this is just one I've been interested in a long time. And look how pretty this sprayed edge is. I mean, it's a paperback, but it is so pretty. But let me just read to you what this is. It says, while in Japan researching her family's history, a vicious typhoon sends Isla Mackenzie 128 years back in time to the dawn of the Satsuma Rebellion. There she meets her ancestors and a charismatic samurai, Kei, or it might be Kai. It's Kei, with whom she unexpectedly finds romance. But unlike her beloved, Ida knows about the looming samurai rebellion and Kei's fate. Should she attempt to change history or somehow make her way back to the life she'd had before? So yeah, this is a book that's just intrigued me for a while, and someone kindly gifted it to me. So it's so exciting to receive a book. Like, it's always exciting when someone gifts me something and I'm not expecting it, like always. But when you're on a book buying ban and you haven't had new books for so long, minus my Labyrinth pre-order coming in, this means even more because it was so exciting. I was like, I have a book. And I've been doing really well with my book buying ban. It is almost nearly over. I have not got that long to go. I think 20 days maybe. So by the time you see this, I probably will be off my book buying ban, or almost. So yeah, that's exciting. And then I also got another new book. This is an ARC copy. This is Alexandra Bracken's Immortal Rose. I honestly must say, I don't know any of Alexandra Bracken's books, but I feel really chuffed that I got sent the ARC copy of this one. I know a lot of people are very excited about this book. So yeah, definitely excited to read this. I think it comes out sometime in August. So by the time this is out, probably this book's already going to be out. And I'm obviously going to read this on my August TBR. So it'll be in my August wrap up if you're intrigued by it. But yeah, essentially I just had to share with you my excitement of new books, because honestly that is so exciting. Like, it's always exciting. New books are always exciting, but it's so much more exciting right now. And then on that note, I'm gonna love you and leave you until I have some other fun bookish things to share in this vlog, or maybe this is where it ends, but I feel like there's going to be a little bit more before I wrap up this vlog. This is kind of just something I'm like keeping ongoing. It isn't set to a certain time. It's just like making something that's fun and bookish ready for another video. Because I do like a bookish vlog, but sometimes like really pre-planning them just doesn't feel right. Like, I think just being like, oh, in this moment this happened, like these books arrived, it just makes sense. So yeah. Hi, welcome to my reading nook now. I've just been filming for a reading vlog I'm doing. But then I started, you know, browsing online as you do. And there is a website here in the US called Box Lunch, and they do really cute things, a lot of like Disney, Loungefly, that kind of stuff. You think of something, you name it, they've probably got something. Well, they do sometimes like, you know, ACOTAR-based stuff, Fourth Wing-based stuff, and there is this Fourth Wing hoodie, and I really, really like it. And they have a sale on, and I'm like, do I get it? Don't I get it? Do I get it? Don't I get it? And I don't know, like I shouldn't. But I think a part of me when I'm on this book buying ban of mine is I'm like, I want something bookish. And you know, it's not a book, so that doesn't count, right? Like, I can get bookish items, just not books. Unfortunately, the item that I was actually going on the website for, that I really wanted to order myself, not so much bookish, it was Winnie the Pooh, and it was just like a kind of car sunscreen thing, because I don't have one of those, you know, those screens you display to like keep the heat out, and I live in a hot place, so I'm like, I need one, because the other day the steering wheel nearly burnt my hand off, and I don't know if you can see it on there, but that's why I wanted to order. But it's out of stock. But that's why I started browsing on here, and now, yeah, I'm like, do I order this stuff, you know? Do I order Fourth Wing and ACOTAR merch? I don't know. But yeah, I was like, I don't know what's going to be in this bookish vlog, and now you're just going to see me stressing over whether I should buy myself stuff. But yeah, I'm going to display a picture of the hoodie that I'm considering. I mean, by the time you see this, I probably would have made up my mind and ordered it or not, because it has a discount code on it. I have a 30% discount code at the moment, but it's $60. So I'm like, that's, you know, it's still quite a lot. I mean, 30% is a good amount. It'd be $18 off. So I'll get it for like, you know, just over $40. But I don't know. What I will say is I have a wicked like sweatshirt. I call it a hoodie. It's not got a hood, like sweatshirt thing. I've got a wicked one, and I will say it washes really well. Like, it doesn't matter how much I wash it. It's just so warm, cozy. It doesn't really look old or frayed. And I've had that one now like 2 years almost, I think, or at least a year and a half. So yeah, in the winter I wear the hell out of it. Obviously it's totally the wrong time of year right now, so I think that's why like a sweatshirt is not as appealing, but I just think it's really cool. So yeah, I mean, give me your opinion on it anyway. You'll soon find out, I guess, if I've ordered it or not. I mean, I say that, it's probably not going to be in this vlog because I probably won't have time to add it before I make this vlog, because I'm planning on posting this in less than a week. So if I order something, probably won't be here on time. And they also currently have ACOTAR like book vases, which I think is really cool. I already have a book vase in my room, and I honestly don't have any room for any more, but I think they're really cool. And if I had room, I would get one. So, you know, if you're an ACOTAR fan and you're watching this, Box Lunch has it. And I know they do ship to the UK. It's probably a lot of money. I don't know. So if you are watching from there, you can get things, but I don't know what obviously the charges are like. But I know it's possible. You know, I'm going to have a think off camera, and then I will come back and let you know if I've ordered anything, so that you're not left too much in suspense. And I feel like this will be a good way to round off my little bookish vlog that I know is a little bit random, but sometimes it's just nice. It's like, see what my life is like, what bookish things come into my life. Sadly, I do have a book signing that I want to go to, but it's going to be too late in the month for me to be able to edit and fit it in. Okay, I'm back, and I have decided I'm just going to order the hoodie. I don't know why I keep calling it hoodie. Sweatshirt. I'm going to order the sweatshirt because I actually don't have that many, and one of my favorite sweatshirts I got a stain on, and like I still wear it, but it would be nice just to have more. I will say that I do here, because it can get very, very cold in the winter, cozy sweatshirts are like my favorite thing here now, whereas I don't wear them so much in the UK. Like a normal sweater was a little bit nicer, you know, a knitted thing or whatever. So yeah, I think I'm just gonna order it. And I'm also gonna order this Winnie the Pooh blanket, which is, you know, it's not really bookish, but it is, because it's a blanket. I'm gonna use it for cozy reading. I already have a Winnie the Pooh blanket that I got for my birthday, which you may have seen on my birthday haul, but this one is like old school style Winnie the Pooh, and it's really cute. It's a little overpriced. It's $50 for a blanket, but it has got, like I said, I've got the discount code, so I'll get it a lot more reasonably, and I just think it's really adorable. There's a matching cushion too, but that's $50 as well, and I'm like, I can't quite justify that, because as much as I like the cushion, I don't really use them, you know, so I feel like I shouldn't. So I'm going to be good there, but I'm going to get the blanket and I'm going to get the hoodie. I feel like this was a good bookish vlog, hopefully. It's mainly focused on my book club, because that was the most fun thing I've just done in so long, like genuinely. But yeah, I actually need to go put this order through, but I'm going to wait until I move so that I can go get my card to pay for it. But I'm gonna get back to reading in my reading nook a little bit now before my husband gets home from work, because yeah, I'm afternoon off, so it made sense to get some reading done and just be all cozy. But anyway, I'm going to go now, and I'm gonna stop rambling, and I hope you've enjoyed just this kind of like little bit of casual reading based vlog, bookish vlog. So yeah, I'll see you again real soon. Bye.